Good morning, good morning, Taurus. Good afternoon, good evening, whenever you're watching this. If you're watching it recorded, welcome. So, we're going to get started right away. No announcements at this time. I am going to tell, I want to take a poll later, but I'm going to do that later. I'm going to share that, and hopefully through the next couple of weeks, I get a poll. But right now, let's get started, guys. We are at the end of July. Oh my gosh, where did this month go? It just seems like it just started. So this is going to be the 25th through August 1st. Now, we just had a full moon. Oh, good morning, good morning. We had a full moon on the 23rd. And so those energies are still going to be playing through the 26th or the 27th, okay? And so you're going to feel those energies. So if you're watching this before the 23rd, I am going to be doing a full moon reading. I guess that's the announcement. I'm going to be doing a full moon reading. Hello, good morning. You're going to have to wait a minute. The full moon reading is on the 23rd. And I just posted the thumbnail. All right. So just go ahead and look at that. I think it's at 10 a.m. is when I posted it. I'm doing my readings early because I'm getting really busy. So if you are not one to get on really early in the morning, then definitely it's going to be hard for you to meet me for a little bit just because I'm so swamped with work. All right. So I'm going to be pulling 3 oracles. I do have a new oracle deck, and I love the energy from this. So I am pulling 1 card from that deck right now for the divine while I learn this deck a little bit more because it is new. And the artist has some different meanings for each sign. So I like to learn those. But I really love this deck and wanted to get started with it. So Divine's card is going to be that deck, and then we're going to go with the current energies for the week of the 20. Oh, is it the 26th through the, 26th? I did that wrong. It's the 26th through the 1st. My apologies. So I'll have to change that thumbnail. Yes, I will be taking questions, but at the end. All right? Sure, you bet. So it is the 26th through the 1st. I deeply apologize. I said the 25th. I am still on last week's stuff. I'm trying to still catch up from vacation. So current energies and future energies, definitely. Okay, so we are going to get those going. And we are going to see what Divine has to say for each record today. So I would suggest maybe watching the reading and seeing if something resonates with your question before asking, maybe asking towards the end, because sometimes we get the answer in the reading. That's why I do the readings. Otherwise, I would be doing everybody's personally, and it would be taking up 1,000,000 hours of my time. All right, so what we've got here for the Divine's card, which is already interesting. I love it. I don't know if you guys know me very well that have watched, but one of my favorite animals, of course, is horses. But my second animal that I am going to go touch, I have a bucket list that I want to stand next to. I want to get the energies of this massive animal and touch it, feel it. I can't wait. Going to be doing that for my birthday this year, is the elephant. Love them, love them, love them. So I am a sketch artist and I do sketch elephants. I love elephants. Anyway, this card is about the tender embrace. This is the number 4. This is Divine's card today. And with a tender embrace, don't we all sort of need that from time to time, especially in this world today? Holy Toledo, we definitely do. Okay, so I'm going to read the card because these, again, are a new deck to me. But look at this beautiful artwork and the love between these two. I love it. I love it. I love it. And you know what? What's really interesting is elephants do this a lot. You'd be surprised. Put your hand on your heart and breathe deeply, inhaling a sense of gratitude. Now, how do you feel? Keep doing this, turning it into the world around you, others you know, and even those you don't. Can you feel compassion for them? So compassion is an emotion of tenderness and sensitivity. It's a feeling of benevolence and reverence, as you can stand witness of the suffering of the world. Now it is time to reduce the pain and focus on compassion in all areas of your life. Today, do something deliberately kind for another, even looking at or even looking a stranger in the eye and smiling can make the world a difference. So basically, this is just a lot about compassion, and boy, do we need that. And Divine is telling us we need it. We're just not listening. A lot of us are not listening. Definitely doing that. We do it in love and embrace, but we do it sort of step back a little bit because of the world being so deceitful and lying. We don't want to put ourselves in any danger of any course. That's why we tell children not to accept candy from strangers, because you don't know the intention behind it. However, a smile, picking something up that somebody's dropped, helping an elder with their groceries in the car, whatever it is, those are just beautiful gestures of love and embracing and compassion. Your current energy for the week, and that is again the number 4. 4 is stability. 4 is stable. 4 is peace, calm, love. Okay, so Divine's just saying, share that love in compassion and kindness. I can really feel that in him today. We really need it. Somebody really needs it. But your current card is protection, and it's the number 11 in numerology, which turns to the number 2. Well, it's 38, 11, and then it goes to 2. However, this is about bringing somebody together, bringing something together. Of course, if we're going to have some type of compassion, how could you not bring 2 energies together? Doesn't mean that you're bringing the person together. You're bringing those energies together. It could be keeping your 6 feet apart, picking something up and handing it, kind of a thing. You're keeping that, but your energies are passing each other. What a beautiful, beautiful thing. What's interesting is, remember I said it's the number 11, which turns into the number 2. Well, you could do it as 2 ones, and something new coming up. You could do it that way. However, in numerology, it would be the number 2. Your future energies is even more powerful, because it is again the number 11, which turns to number 2. Like I told you, these next month, you're probably going to see double, triple letters. You're going to see things, or numbers. You're going to see things repeat itself. You got to really pay attention to those. The hawk is about messages. So we might be giving a message, getting a message. We might be sharing a message. We might be doing something in that manner. However, it does need to be a message of love and compassion, because these 2 energies work side by side always. Because Divine is energy. Divine created galaxies, galaxies and galaxies, and planets. They do work together. So, and again, they're both, you got double 2s, which is the number 4, double 11s, which is the number 2. Okay, so, or you got 4 ones, if you want to look at that way. Something new, somebody coming up, maybe a new message coming in, something that maybe is going to come forward to you, or you're going to give a message, and that's going to actually bring something together, which could be just a beautiful type of energy of compassion and love. Just as this card says, tender embrace. That card fell first. I don't like that showing first, but you know what? That is part of the world's process. So let's see what we've got going for this reading, Taurus. Wow, I cannot believe we're at the end of July. Crazy. All right, let's see what we got going. All right, Divine. Interesting. I had a deck. I swore I turned that deck upside down, but it's now upside right. I've had some really weird stuff going on in my house lately, and I haven't told my daughter, but I don't know if there's somebody visiting, to put it that way. Yeah. Okay. Wow, a lot of pages. Okay, I'm just trying to read the cards here between the thing, trying to get some downloads from Divine or anybody on the other side. You're very welcome to come through at this time. Somebody's got a lot going on. Holy Toledo. Somebody definitely has a lot going on. So the reason why I didn't like this to start out this way is, and I'm looking at this as a world energy, of what's going on around you, not so much with you, but around you, is the Seven of Swords. So there is a lot of, I hate to say it, but I call it crap going on. You know, there's all this negative, low vibrational stuff going on. Gossip, people talking bad about each other, getting angry so easy, being rude to each other. You know, all these negative things going on around each other. However, we have to look at, again, the divine is saying the positive, the beautiful things that are happening. So it's very easy for us humans to look at the negative side, the low vibrational side of something. That's immediately where a lot of people go. Immediately. It's just human nature. It's sort of like in our DNA. It's sort of like when we get stuck. It's human nature to get stuck. It's hard for us to fight to get out of that because that is in our DNA to stay stuck, or complacent, or be too comfortable in the area that we're at. Okay, this is also something that we have to protect ourselves. This is an energy that we have to protect ourselves from, right? Okay, because everybody, I'm sorry to say this, but everybody, every single human being on this earth has the potential to be mean, has the potential to think mean thoughts, not nice thoughts. It's just part of us. You know why? Because that's our shadow side. Yin and yang, whatever you want to call them. In Japanese, it would be yang, but actually, they wouldn't even pronounce it. It would be yang. It would be that way. But anyway, yin and yang, um, male and female, dark and light, all that kind of stuff. We have both in us. We just have to control that dark side, that shadow side. So every time you have a negative thought, you need to change it around to a positive, loving thought. You know, every time we get in road rage, we sit there and think, "Oh, you idiot! Why are you going so slow? You idiot!" You know, whatever it is, why don't you get over? But you never ever think about, you know what? You're thinking the negative. Are you stupid? How many people do that? They get mad at the cars, like, and then they start saying obscenities, right? Okay, but we're not thinking. Maybe that person is not really focusing in on how fast they're going. Maybe they just lost a loved one. Maybe they just found out they have cancer. Maybe they had their husband or wife just left them. We don't put ourselves in somebody else's shoes. We just are stuck in our own world, in our own ways, that we don't look at that. And so that is something that we really, really need to change around. Even as young people, this is a really good habit to get into. And it's also protection to you, in a sense that you're protecting yourself from that low vibration. You're protecting yourself from the if you want to call them Satan, demons, whatever you want to call them, the devil, that kind of a thing. Low vibrations, low energies. You're protecting yourself each time you think more positive. Do you know that? Because the thing is that you begin when you stay up in your higher self, and you stay up in light, you stay up in positive energies, you stay up in high vibrations, you stay up in high energies, you get closer to divine. And divine will tell you and protect you. I will never get COVID. And I know that. And I'm proud to say that, because I know, because divine said, I have protected you. He's got something else for me to do, so I can't catch it. I don't know what it is. You know, but the thing is that people are all up in oars, and it is real and it is true for people. But if you have that connection with divine, I trust him wholeheartedly, 100%. I'm not going to be stupid. I'm going to wear masks and stuff, because that's, you know, just protection. But the thing is, and you know what? If I lived in Japan for so many years, and the Japanese do not have a problem from wearing a mask, especially like in cold season, they'll wear it. They protect it. They're thinking of the other person not to get sick. They're not so worried about themselves. They know they're already sick. They've got a cold, but they do it out of love and compassion to the other person so that they don't get sick. Okay, protection. That is current protection. That's worldly protection. But the big thing is that we're starting out with that. That really negative, low vibrational lies, deceit, all kinds of things. I don't know what's going on in your life right now, but there's somewhere, something, somebody's lying, or you're being deceived. We have the Queen. We actually have two. This is very interesting. We have the Queen of Wands. We have the Page of Pentacles. We have the Four of Pentacles side by side. We have the Nine of Cups. Now, I want to point these out because these are in the center. I'll come back to the Queen of Wands here in a minute. But we've got the Page of Pentacles. So this is a young person that is starting out and working on their financial stability, because we've got the number 4 as Divine's card, the number 4. But we also have the Page of Pentacles, and we have another number 4 and of Pentacles, and we also have the Nine of Cups. So what does that mean to you guys? As a young person, because I'll guarantee this is probably somebody in their 20s or 30s that is working on creatively making a career for themselves or getting a new job. I really would have you think about, a job versus a career is very different. So a job is something that you do just to get money, and there might not be any emotions attached to it. You're just trying to get money. That is something that should be sort of a temporary thing. Gaining to a career where you can be working in your passion and your desire and what your calling is, that's where this should go. But because the Page is so young, might be trying things out to find out what they want to do. Okay. So this might be you. This might be somebody you know, but they're going from job to job to job, and they're just trying to find out what they want to do. But don't waste a lot of time there. Really ask Divine, work with Divine and say, what is my calling? Where do you want me to go? Sometimes it's not where we want to go, but once we see what Divine is doing, our passion and everything comes out. Our passion and our intuition, because we have definitely the number 7 in here. Number 7 in here, yes, it's the first card. However, it is something to pay attention to, because that wants to steal your potential and your ambition. It wants to steal that little light in you. So if you get a job, here's a hypothetical. You're getting a job and you're like, oh God, I really don't want to do this job, but I got to do it because I need money. Great. It's beginning to steal your joy even from the very beginning. If you say, I'm going to take this job, I'm only going to do it until I can get to a job that is my passion or my career, or go to school or whatever it is, so that I can actually be happy in what I'm doing. But if you stay there, you're going to be very unhappy. For somebody, they're definitely not letting go of the past. They're not letting go of maybe this is maybe happening to them in their career or their life. It's like you're like, well, I'm comfortable here. I don't want to move. It's like it's really safe. It's really safe. Divine will protect you in all where you go if you are guided by him, because what he wants for you to have is everything you desire. The Nine of Cups is all about what you want, what you desire, what your hopes are, what you dream of. And this is sort of a step-by-step process. This Nine of Cups should come up in your life several times. It's as you get to your destiny. Our journey is our destiny, okay? We sort of look at it different. Destiny, purpose, and calling are different. Destiny is the path to our journey, to our purpose or our calling. So during this journey, you should get a bunch of little things in your journey that you want and desire, because these are rewards in each of your level of step where you're going to go for your purpose and your journey. So this is definitely something that is coming up for somebody. Please keep paying attention to it, because the 9 is about really intense. It's out in the front. This may be coming up this week. It may be coming up very shortly, but you've got to stay positive. You've got to stay in that high light vibration in the Divine's area, second dimension of love, compassion, caring. Step outside of yourself. Think about what that other person is. So when you start to get angry at somebody because you can't control it, whether they're road rage, whether the line is stuck at the grocery store and the person is trying to pay and they don't have enough money, or their food card doesn't work and you're getting angry, are you in a rush? go through self-service. But the thing is, that person you might not know. Maybe it's their last $2. This is why when somebody is in front of me and they're struggling and I'm seeing they're going through change and stuff, I'm just like, I'll put out $1 or $2 or whatever the balance is, because I've been there. I've been there. And the thing is, I know people get angry at me in the line, but you know what? They don't know my story. So if we take a second to look at other people's story, then we will be able to be more compassionate. This also, along your journey and your destiny, you definitely have to be paying attention to what the truth is, not what you see. Because what you see could be very deceitful. First card out. It's what you can step out of your box and look at from somebody else's situation. And maybe they don't have a reason, or maybe you're sitting there thinking, wow, they're a jerk. Well, maybe something happened to them that you cannot even fathom. And maybe they are a jerk. Maybe they were broken since they were a kid. Maybe they were abandoned. I know 2 gentlemen that were physically abused deeply as a kid, were adopted, ended up in foster homes that beat them and didn't give a crap about them. And as they grew up, they made poor choices because they were abandoned. Okay. And I know some women this way too. But the thing is, you have to understand all this stuff comes from our core foundation. We have to be more kind and gentle to other people. And we have to look at the truth. So I don't know who this is for. I don't know why this is happening, or, whatever. But we have to look at the truth. With the Knight of Cups, this is about people's heart. It is coming to the truth. He's really moving fast to that King of Swords. Definitely moving fast to the King of Swords. Oh, excuse me. I take that back. He's moving away because this card was first. I apologize. He's moving away. And where's he moving to? Gosh, I hope he's not moving towards more trouble. So a lot of this has to do with our decisions and how we move forward. All right. I don't know what this is for somebody, but the thing that bothers me right in the front of this, in the center of your reading, is that you're holding on to stuff that needs to let go. And it's right next to your they call it the wish card. I call it the miracle card. It's right next to what is supposed to be coming towards you. If you're watching this before the 23rd, which is the full moon, this is our abundance time. But the reason why this card is showing up, this 4 of Pentacles is showing up, because we are beyond the full moon. And we are now in waning moon, which is we need to release, let go. Let go. There's something that you need to let go. Why are you protecting it? Why are you trying to protect it? I'm hearing a toxic relationship. Why are you trying to protect a toxic relationship? It's low vibrational. It's destructive. It's damaging. It does no good purpose, because divine is about constructive. Divine is about love, compassion. He's showing tender embrace. But why are you trying to protect and hold on to something that you should be letting go of? I don't know who that's for. Definitely got to let go. There is definitely something to let go. And something is telling you, we've got the Queen, who is very authoritative in communication. Something inside is telling you either, 1, this isn't right, this shouldn't be happening, or I probably shouldn't do this. These are messages that you're giving or you're getting from your divine intuition, your spirit, but you're going through with it anyway. Why? Why would you do that to yourself? You have more worth, you have more self-worth, you have more love, you have more, you will build yourself up with more confidence if you let go of the crap, the stuff that shouldn't even be there. A boyfriend that just strings you along, a girlfriend that strings you along because they really like you, but they really don't want to be with you, and they string you along. Those are times that you need to release. Have more love for yourself, more compassion for yourself. Give yourself a hug and love yourself. I know that sounds corny, but really, in all reality, why did she put on there, put your hand on your heart? That is really, really important. If you put your hand on your heart and you feel you're bringing energy back into your body. We talk about this in, our chakras and things like that. You bring energies back into your body. If you can feel your heart and you can feel yourself breathe, this is a coaching thing, but definitely you bring energies back into yourself. Why would you bring a toxic energy back into yourself? Because then you start thinking negative and low vibrational. Okay, I'll stop on that. Okay, so we have the 6 of Cups. Again, more cups and more cups. We have the 10 of Cups. This is wanting. Remember, I said that you should be getting little tidbits of things that you want along the way if you're on the right path. You're going to get little blessings, little rewards. And some people will say, oh, well, that was nothing. So say by accident you found a $100 bill or a $50 bill. That is a reward and a blessing. You pay attention to that. So that somebody gives you something that you've wanted that you've never, maybe somebody needed to discard something that was new, maybe clothing or something, whatever that you've always wanted but never could do for yourself. And it's a blessing to you. Don't discard those little things because they're big. They are big. They're little messages divine is sending you to say, hey, I'm listening to you. I'm trying to give you little things to know that I'm here and that I've got you on the right path and keep going. Okay. This might even come in a message of an old friend. This might come in a message of somebody that you already know. You might get an aha moment. You might get something that says, hey, yeah, oh, wow, I didn't even think of that. What a great idea. And then you do it, and then it was rewarding. Okay. But there's nothing about this reading that says it does have the Page of Pentacles, but it does have to do about, your future in your finance and your career. And that's why I talked about job versus career. And you're holding on to something, definitely holding on to something. You've got to freaking grasp on it. You got to let it go because whatever it is, it's low vibrational. I don't know what that is for you. I think of toxic. And when I think of toxic, I think of low vibrational. I've been there. You know what? And that kind of person is going to be an energy vampire to you like no tomorrow. It's going to drain you. It's going to bring you down. It's going to give you anxiety. It's going to give you depression. It's going to give you low motivation. It's going to keep you stuck. Got to release that. You definitely got to release that. All right. Holy Toledo. Okay, so what I was going to do while I shuffle, my poll for everybody, and I'm going to do this for a couple weeks with all the signs, is I do these readings, and at the end, I do love and relationships. My poll is, should I be doing those? I would love more feedback on that. So I added that in because a lot of the times there isn't love in these readings. It's more towards what divine wants to do for you to help yourself, to grow yourself, to bring yourself to that higher self, and to bring you closer to him so that he can help you, guide you. I'm going to tell you right now, if you let him help you and guide you, your life will be more peaceful. It's not, you're going to have bumps, but they're not going to be bumps. But they'll be more peaceful, be more calm, you'll be more loving, you'll be more compassionate. You will see life and the world very differently. Been there on both sides, guys. And I spiraled down for a long time, and I'm not going to go through those horrible stories, but it'll come out in my book. Okay, but the thing is that it's not a way to live. It isn't. It's very empty and it's seamless, like, what's the purpose? What is the purpose, kind of thing. So definitely more of a spiritual life is I love it. I love it. I will never go back. Anyway, we've got the 5 of Swords. This means that somebody here either has somebody in their circle or they are themselves, which I seriously don't feel like this is you. I feel like this is somebody in your circle or somebody around you. Could be a parent, could be, an uncle, could be an aunt, could be a friend. If this is your friend, I think you really need to think about releasing them. This is a person of arrogance. This is a person of pride. This is a person that needs to be right all the time. This is a person that if you get in an argument, they're never going to back down, even if they're wrong. This is a person that is toxic. And this is a person, if they're right all the time, you'll never be able to teach them anything, and that can be dangerous. Okay, so the whole gist behind this reading is definitely to release any toxic behaviors, either within yourself or somebody around you. It is also to embrace and give yourself and others around you the love and compassion that we all deserve. But the other thing that Divine is sharing with this is to think outside the box, whether it be for your job and career, because we got pentacles in here, but to think where you want to go in the future for your career. Where is it that you want to head? Don't want just a job. You don't want a job. You want something that you have love and compassion and ambition for, and head towards that. Just even baby steps, head towards it. Even if you're moving at turtle pace, head toward it. Okay? And that is where Divine wants you to, that's your purpose and your calling. Thank you. All right. So this is really huge. Not only step out of the box, but when you get angry, when you get frustrated, stop yourself a minute and ask yourself why. Sometimes I even have to do that, guys. I'm an empath and I know better, but sometimes we get caught up in this fast world and we're not even in a hurry, but we get agitated. Like the grocery line. It's like we get agitated. But in this world, we actually have to step back and slow ourselves down. We have to slow ourselves down. Not only is this a message to slow ourselves down, it helps protect us because then we are more aware. We are more aware with mind, spirit, and body. Okay? And when you're getting agitated and frustrated, that's a feeling or an emotion of low vibration. It is also fear. It's like if you're in a hurry, you fear you're going to be late. Okay, well, you should have taken a little bit more time ahead. Now, how does that go? What is it? How does it go? Your poor planning doesn't constitute an emergency on my part. Your poor planning does not constitute an emergency on my part. I used to say that all the time. Forgot about that. But anyway, so, just have to understand, put yourself in that other person's shoes. And if you've got a few cents and they are struggling, and especially if it's an elder, I'm telling you right now, these elders, they're just not taken care of properly. They don't have the money. They don't have they don't have a lot of Social Security, and some of them are not even making their bills, and we should be taking care of our elderly. It's sad. It's really sad. It's really sad. And our homeless. Anyway, this is your reading, guys. I'm not going to go into love and relationships right now, but the poll is, please comment, would you like to keep the love and relationships at the end going? All right. Remember, these are full moon energies still until about the 28th. So 27th, 28th. So be kind to yourself, be loving to yourself, be loving to others, and make sure that you walk in absolute truth and love. All right. Take care, guys. Love you guys. Tauruses, my Tauruses. I love you guys.